What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about a game that stood out to me on the shelves when I went game shopping one day. I used to love a game called Wave Race 64. I grew up with the Nintendo 64, and this game used to be a lot of fun when I would just want something simple. I didn't need to play for a long time. I could just pop in a game, play a little bit of it, and then hop off and do whatever I wanted to do. I love games that, involve water. I don't know what it is about water, but water in video games is really relaxing. Unless it's a Mario game, then it's not relaxing at all. But the game I want to talk about today is a little game called Aqua Moto Racing Utopia. I don't know too much about the companies that made this game. All I know is one of them has a wizard hat and it's called Zordix, which kind of sounds like sword. But anyway, let's check out some Aqua Moto Utopia racing gameplay. So let's go head over to the game capture setup right now. So here we go, Aqua Moto Racing Utopia. It is a jet skiing game, much like Wave Race 64, just like I was mentioning before. And this is your basic intro screen, and once you get in, you have a few different modes that you can choose from, like Championship, Online, Local Play. You can play with your profile, or you can do the tutorial, which is covered up by my big stupid head. But anyway, yeah, you can do split screen, you can do single event, local play. Really cool that you can play this multiplayer. It is a very, very cheap game, so it only retails for about $20 for a physical version. So I'm assuming if you pick this up digital, it's probably a little bit cheaper. Digital is probably the way to go though, because trying to find a physical copy of this game was a little bit of a task. I had to have one ordered from another GameStop, sent to the local GameStop that I usually shop at. So that's what you may have to do if you go out looking for a physical version of this game. So let's hop straight into championship mode just to see what this has to offer. As soon as you get in, you have a couple of different options here. You have Runabout Division, which looks like larger jet skis, the Ski Division, which looks like smaller ones, and then you also have Freestyle here, which I'm assuming is basically all doing tricks and kind of like a motocross, but on jet skis. So let's start out with, let's just work our way left to right. So let's start with Runabout Division, and we'll go into this one. Once you get into the screen where you pick your watercraft, basically you will see your basic watercraft that you can pick right off the bat. You only really get one option, honestly, because the rest of them you do have to unlock. Some of them are completely locked, as where other ones you only have to pay for them. It looks like you need some sort of poker chip money, which I don't really understand why they went with poker chips. None of this has to do with a casino in any way, shape, or form, but that's for another conversation for another time. Let's go ahead and pick this one. So when you're playing championship mode, the point of this mode is clearly to come in first place, just like if you were playing like Mario Kart or any other racing game for that matter. But with this one, you want to make sure that you're passing the buoys on the correct side. As you pass the buoys on the correct side, you'll fill up the meter that you can see on the side of me here. And you can use your boost with the B button, which I totally just wasted. If you happen to miss a buoy, it will reset your boost meter. So make sure that you are passing these buoys on the correct side, because it is very important. If you miss 3 buoys, you actually will get disqualified. Alright, so I did terrible. Alright, so now that we've tried Runabout Division, let's go into Ski Division and see if we can do a little bit better in that. So far the game is a lot of fun. I have noticed that when you get into these patches where a lot of races are, compact in one spot, the frame rates do dip a little bit. It looks like it goes from about 30 frames to about 15 at some point, but it's very sporadic. It's not consistent. You're not really dealing with it a lot. It probably has smoother frames when you're on a map by yourself, or just doing some kind of freestyle mode, which we'll figure out once we get into freestyle mode. Alright, so that little icon that I just picked up and totally wasted gets you an instant turbo boost, which is pretty awesome. So if you see something that looks like a saw blade on the map, that is an instant turbo boost, and just be careful, because as you saw, if you miss a buoy after you pick that up, then your turbo goes away. Slid into second at the last minute, so save your boosts so you can cheat So even though I didn't win, you can see right here, you have a little bit of a scoreboard here. I had, you know, your time, and down at the bottom, you look at the cash that you earned. So I earned 540 cash that I can now spend or save towards another jet ski, which is really cool. So that is how you pretty much get your extra jet skis, is you'll pick up the little poker chips that are scattered throughout the tracks. Also, just having certain scores will get you extra cash as well. So be conscious of your tricks and the poker chips that are scattered throughout the tracks. So now that we've tried out the 2 different racing modes in single player, let's try out the freestyle section of the championship section. So this track can be a little frustrating in this mode so far, because these jumps are so close together. You don't really have much room to get a good head start and get yourself facing the ramp properly in order to get a good solid jump. And that could really be a problem when you're trying to get a high score, or even, you know, just hit a jump in general. Like, obviously you can see that I'm having a very hard time here. All right, so you do have multiple open tracks aside from that one very compact track. So being able to do the freestyle on open tracks like this is a lot more fun. It's a lot easier to get set up on the jumps, aside from being so stuck in one small area. So the freestyle mode can be a lot of fun. Just, you know, stay away from those arena tracks because they are very small. Let's check out what the online lobby looks like, and if anybody out there is even playing this. So it looks like when you go into an online lobby, they automatically open all of the watercraft to be available, so there's no unfair advantage, I guess. Or they give you a select few watercraft that, you know, kind of keep it an even playing field. I really like this one with all the crazy colors. It looks like it's been hit with paintballs or something, and it's really nice. But from what I can see, it doesn't look like you can play just joining into a random online match. It looks like you have to have a friend with the game, let them know that you're on, and you have to pretty much invite them into your lobby. So it's kind of disheartening to know that if you did want to play this game online, it doesn't have like some kind of matchmaking feature. You just have to know somebody with this game and be able to play with them online. So let's just back out of this because it's not really getting us anywhere now, is it? So lastly, let's check out Leisure and see what that has to offer. Alright, so at the top there, during Leisure, it looks like you can collect things called Z's. I don't know what that's really supposed to represent, but let's go and try to catch all of these Z's. And what is this? Ha! There's like a little Wilson from the movie with Tom Hanks.
Well done! Well done!
That's pretty funny. So that one is red compared to the rest of the other ones. So let's try and get that one real fast and see what it does. Totally just hit that dolphin. Okay. So I hit the red one. Oh, and there's a shark. That's nuts. What do I do? What? That was so weird. So it looks like when you collect the red Z, it makes some sort of unique thing happen on the track, which was kind of cool, but very weird. I don't know why it turned into one of those like squeaky toys. It's kind of odd. So it looks like I need to do the rest of these with a lighter watercraft or something, because this big one is just not cutting it. It's like I'm only getting so much air when I need to get a little bit higher. Well, you get the idea. You go around and you collect Z's. That's 6 out of 10 ain't bad. Let's just move on. So, is it worth the $20? In my opinion, yes. I think that it's worth the $20. It is a fun game in short bursts, and honestly, it could be something that you could play in between games. Say you're spending a lot of time playing something else, and you want something that is just stupid fun. This game does fill that void for me. I can't really speak for your personal preference, but if you like stupid racing games, you like cheesy games, and you can look past the flaws of this game, it is a fun game. I don't think that it is the greatest thing in the world, but for $20, it's worth $20. And that's pretty much my final verdict on this game. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and stick around. If you have a friend that you might think will enjoy this game, make sure to share it with them. And I will see you guys on another video.